Hey guys, end of another week. Just going to fly through our Saturday home workout with you. So today for Saturday, just for a little bit of a change, we have our mobility work. We have strength work today on a Saturday, which we normally don't have. Okay, and then we have a Metcon. Today is a partnered Metcon. Okay, so go through our mobility. So we're going to do some lying T-spine circles. Okay, so it is coming down. If we have a foam roller or something just to place on the ground just to give us a little bit of feedback, then we're going to use that. Okay, so I'm going to lie down, lift one knee up, I'm going to bring it across my body and I'm going to rest it on the foam roller. Okay, from there I'm going to extend my hand out. Okay, one hand is going to come over on top, and then from there I'm going to trace the floor. So I'm going to try and draw as big a circles as I can all the way right round, keeping my arm in contact with the floor or as close to it as I can, bringing my hand back over my hip and back to that starting position. So what I'm trying to do is keep this leg in contact with whatever it is you're using, whether that's a foam roller, okay, or anything else. This is what's giving you feedback. If I start doing this and then this leg lifts up, I'm making it obviously easier for myself. I'm not giving myself that kind of information back so I know how tight or where the soreness is on that T-spine. Is that okay? So you'll do 6 on your right, roll over, then do 6 on your left. Then we're going to go into our squat mobility work. Okay, so squat mobility work is coming down into our squat stance, getting right down. First 30 seconds, I'm just going to hold in this bottom position. Okay, so I'm just going to hold in this bottom position on my squat for the first 30 seconds. Then I'm going to start just to open up. So I'm going to try to keep the hips down. I'm going to open up to one side, rotate my body so my right leg is being pushed out. Feet are not moving. I'm rotating my core over towards it, then switching over and back. Next 30 seconds, I'm going to try and look at the soles of my feet. So I'm going to lift up, looking underneath soles of my feet. Again, keeping those hips down the whole time. And then the last 30 seconds, I'm going to be creating a little bit of resistance in and out. So I'm going to try and drive my elbows out against my knees, okay, as my knees try and push my elbows back in. So what you're going to do is try and build this up. So I'm going to slowly build the pressure up on my elbows going out, my knees coming in, and then for the last 5 to 10 seconds or so, it's going to be max effort. Is that okay? So you're going to work through that for it's about 2 minutes or so, and then our last thing is just a bar door lean, hang lean. Okay, so it's depending on what you have. If you've got a bar, okay, reaching up overhead, or we can just use our door frame. Okay, and then from there we're just going to step our feet back and we're just going to lean forward into it, pushing that head and chest right through and just holding that for about 30 seconds or so. Okay, so after that it is into some strength work. So trying to get about 5 or 6 rounds of this done. Okay, so today what we're going to do is what we call a Zed Press. We've done it a few times, okay, in the gym, just haven't done it in a while, so some of us will be familiar with it. So we're going to sit down on the ground, legs extended out in front. Okay, I'm going to try and push my hamstrings down into the floor. Okay, I'm going to try and sit up good and tall so I'm not slouched. I'm sitting up really tall. I'm going to try and make sure this lower abdominal area is really engaged to create good stability. And then I'm going to take my weight, my dumbbell or kettlebell in hand, and I'm going to push all the way right up overhead. So really strong in that core, creating good stability. Pulling down, I'm pushing my hamstrings down into the floor all the time. So reaching up, then I'll switch over and do the same on the other side. So I'm going to do 5 to 10 on each side, depending again on the weight that you actually have. And then we're just going to go into some one arm rows. So with our one arm rows, again, depending on the weight that you have, we're looking at between 5 and 10 kind of reps, or we can add in a little pause at the top as well, okay, if your weight is far too light for you. So we can do this loads of ways. Obviously everybody should have a table, chair or whatever to rest their hands on. If you want to, or you prefer, you can rest it on your knee, drive those hips back, keep your body nice and straight all the way over, arm, shoulders retracted, and then rowing up for dumbbell to touch. Okay, so I'm finishing that position. I'm trying to drive the shoulder up towards the ceiling. Other than that, it's hand resting. Okay, retracting that shoulder blade back, all the way up, down, up and down, so I'm not reaching for the floor. Is that okay? So you again do between 5 and 10 on the right and 5 to 10 on the left. After that, it is a partnered WOD. Okay, so it is 20 minutes EMOM. Okay, so it's 20 minutes EMOM. So one person is going to be doing part A while the other person is doing B, and then we switch over every minute on the minute. Does that make sense? So when one person is A for the first minute, the other person will be B and they'll be doing something else. Okay, so the person that is A is going to start off with doing 8 thrusters. So you're going to take your dumbbell, okay? From there you're going to down and press up overhead, all the way down and press up overhead. You'll do 4 on one side, then we'll switch, do 4 on the other side, so it's 8 in total. And then once you've that done, weight goes down and you're going to do 5 burpees, whether that is straight arm, chest to floor, whatever it might be. Okay, you are trying to get that done as quickly as you can. While you are doing that, your partner is simply going to be doing a goblet squat hold. Okay, so they're going to hold onto their weight and they're going to drop down and hold in the bottom of that squat. Okay, so they're going to stay down in the bottom of that squat for the length of time it takes you to do your 8 thrusters and your 5 burpees. Okay, so if it takes you 30 seconds, the person's going to have to stay down in that goblet squat hold for 30 seconds. Okay, then it is all dependent on part A, the person that's doing that, how long of the minute you're actually using. Is that alright? So person A will be doing 8 thrusters, 5 burpees. Person B will be doing goblet squat holds, and then we keep switching over and back, okay, for 20 minutes, every minute on the minute, switching over and back. That's it, guys. That is Saturday. Hope to see plenty of you on Zoom, and remember, it is a partner with Metcon, so the more that we have on, the better crack and stuff it is. Okay, I'll talk to you then.